Hey, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Ganjinsula. I hope you're having a good day, and welcome to today's Pokemon Go Raid Guide video. Okay, so today we're going to be covering Genesect with the Shock Drive. This particular Pokemon is actually super easy to defeat. You only need one other trainer as long as you bring the right counters, so this is a great opportunity for you to farm up Rare Candy XLs with in-person raids. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, let's talk about Genesect. So, this is actually a mythical Pokemon that is super easy as a 5-star raid boss. If you're looking for a particular Pokemon to farm up for those Rare Candy XLs, then Genesect is definitely it. On top of that, its shiny form is also available in Pokemon Go. So if you are looking for a really cool mythical shiny, then this is definitely one you could go for. But in any case, let's go over the details on how you can defeat this boss. Genesect is a bug and steel type mythical Pokemon. That means it's going to have only one weakness, and that is fire. However, something you need to keep in mind is that it has a double weakness to fire types. That means any fire type that you bring to this raid is going to deal almost quadruple the amount of damage, and that is a very key thing if you want to defeat this boss with the least number of trainers as possible. Something to keep in mind is that both bug and steel actually complement each other really well. This gives Genesect a lot of different resistances, so you will want to avoid bringing any grass types, poison types, bug types, dragon types, fairy types, ice types, normal types, psychic types, and steel types. Unless of course any of those Pokemon have a fire type attack, but we'll get into the best counters later on. Next, let's go over what the perfect IV encounters are going to be. If you want a Genesect with perfect IVs, you will want one that is 1916 if it is not weather boosted, and if it is weather boosted, you will want one that is 2395. Considering Genesect's bug and steel typing, that means it's going to be weather boosted by both snowy weather and rainy weather. So if you want yourself a boosted Genesect, then make sure you go out and raid it whenever it is these weather boosts outside. But next, let's go over the best counters for Genesect. It is pretty straightforward. You just want to bring your best fire types. In terms of Mega Evolutions, you will want to go with either Blaziken or Mega Charizard Y, but pretty much any Mega Evolution with a fire type is going to be good to go. You will want to also consider bringing a Shadow Moltres, considering how much damage it can deal. Reshiram is also a really solid choice, and Shadow Ho-Oh and Shadow Entei are also really good as well. But let's say you do not have any of these in your collection, then you could also bring Chandelure, Darmanitan, and regular Blazikens as well. As long as you bring Pokemon with fire type attacks, this Pokemon is going to go down no problem. Now, if you want to go with the least number of trainers as possible, you could easily do this as a duo, that means with just one other trainer, but as long as both of you are bringing a fire type Mega Evolution and a whole bunch of fire types, that is going to be your condition for defeating this boss as just a duo. But if you want to secure the victory, then you can go with 3 to 4 trainers. As long as you are bringing fire types, this boss is going to be a complete joke. You will want to take full advantage of that double weakness to fire. That is how you can defeat this boss and farm it up for those Rare Candy XLs. Now, something to keep in mind is that most of the best counters for Genesect actually has a flying typing along with their fire typing. And considering that Genesect with Shock Drive has Zap Cannon, that is something you will want to watch out for. Now, something else to keep in mind is that Genesect with Shock Drive also has its shiny form available in the game. So if you want yourself a shiny Genesect, you will want to raid as much as possible. The shiny rate for this Pokemon is going to be 1 in 20. That means every single Genesect encounter is going to have a 5% chance of being a shiny. So there's no real guaranteed way to get its shiny form, you just have to raid as much as you can. So yeah, there you have it. This is how you can defeat Genesect with the least number of trainers as possible. Again, if you bring the right counters, you only need one other trainer, as long as both of you are level 35 or higher. And yeah, that's super easy compared to other legendary raid bosses. So make sure you take full advantage of this boss while it is in raid battles. It's only going to be available for a short period of time. It is definitely worth farming up for those Rare Candy XLs. Of course, remote raid passes are super expensive and you are limited to 5 per day right now. So if you want a particular mythical that you are almost guaranteed to defeat, then this is definitely one that is worth those remote raid passes. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this raid guide video. If you have any tips that I completely missed, make sure you share them down below in the comments and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video and found it to be helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then do consider checking out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way within Pokemon Go, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.